here, downtown Chicago, Lakefront Trail. First thing in the morning. I'll tell you what, there's no better way to start your day than doing something hard. So I'm trying to run like at least a 5K every time I go out. Another one in the books right here. All right, so for anybody who might be new here, this is the JHawk smoothie, all right? But it's actually changed a little bit since I've been cutting so hard calorie-wise. But basically all it is you take 2 scoops of whatever protein. I usually throw in a combination of stuff, but you guys know obviously I love Go stuff. So 2 scoops of protein. I honestly put almost 2 full cups of this Fairlife skim fat-free milk, a banana, and then here is the secret. Throw in a little bit of some sugar-free maple syrup on top. It kind of helps sweeten it a bit. I used to always put peanut butter and stuff like that, but obviously we are counting macros a little bit more these days. So this right here ends up being super high protein. It's like 75 grams of protein in one shake. And this is the way that I've been starting off most of my mornings. And honestly, it's just like a dessert. Now, specifically, if you have any sort of fitness goals or honestly just trying to make sure you hit your protein, this is like the best way to start off your morning and pretty much what I've been doing every single morning. In case you're wondering, the macro breakdown is 35 carbs, 4 grams of fat, and 71 grams of protein. So if you are someone who says it's hard to hit your protein, start your day off with a nice 75 grams right off the rip. It's a nice little sweet treat after a morning run, and it still tastes pretty damn good at the same time. All right guys, so checking in a little bit later. Had to just do the usual stuff right off the rip. Caught up on some brand deal messages stuff. We got some cool stuff in the works right now. Actually, a very fun package will be getting delivered tomorrow. Hopefully there actually should be 2 packages involved. That will be in the next YouTube video, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But yeah, brand deal stuff, some manufacturer stuff. We are full steam ahead for some launches later in this year. But then just kind of the busy work, catching up on emails, all that type of stuff. I actually do need to get an Instagram post up, so I'm gonna do that real quick as well. But you know, today's one of those situations where I can't explain how many friends I have that are content creators. Maybe they're short form creators, maybe they also do long form, maybe they want to do more long form, and they just get stuck in the idea of overthinking that their typical daily life isn't exciting enough to pick up the camera and document. So today I'm trying to make it a point because, like, for example, today I have a couple things going on. Actually, someone else is stopping by, which you guys will see in a bit. But transparently, today is nothing too crazy. I'm not going on a crazy brand trip. I don't have some insane new camera in to check out. I'm not packing hundreds of orders for a lab culture drop. You know, like, this is a typical day in the life for me. But you know, a lot of the time that I spend is right here in my office, working on content, working on the back end stuff of, you know, brand deals, creating videos, working on future lab culture drops. And if you are a creator who is also stuck in overthinking this sometimes, because I honestly am as well sometimes, think of it this way. Think of your absolute favorite creator and think about how you wish that they put out more content. You wish that you had, you know, maybe a weekly video that you could watch from them. If you really messed with their content and really enjoyed what they do and what they talk about and everything that they're kind of building in their life, not every single video has to be some crazy masterpiece. I bet you would be stoked just to see if they upload a video and you can watch, you know, something from one of your favorite creators. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do more and more of with this channel, because I want to stay super consistent to close out this year. So I decided, you know what, today there's a couple things going on. I also have a couple updates I want to share with you guys. So why not pick up the camera, challenge myself to make a not so crazy over the top day still something worth watching? And that's exactly what we're doing in today's video. All right, now there is something I actually want to show you guys. And if you've been following me over on IG, which if you aren't, what are you doing? Go follow me over on IG. But you guys know, I've obviously been super into running, and something that's really cool about that is I didn't realize how many of you guys are also into running. I mean, it's a damn cult out there. I mean, people are really passionate about it, but it's become a huge part of my daily life. I mean, fitness overall. You guys know I've talked a little bit about my kind of fitness journey I've been on. Currently, I'm almost down 40 pounds. I'm feeling absolutely great, and I do owe a big piece of that to running. Not even necessarily like, oh, running is, you know, burning more fat or something like that. That's obviously not the case, but it is just a really fun way for me to switch up my cardio, and I've really been enjoying it. So with that being said, I'm into running. I own a clothing and lifestyle brand. Why not make some running samples and see what you guys think of them? All right, so I am obviously a big hat guy. That was what I originally launched Lab Culture with, was hats. Well, running hats is a huge piece of kind of the running culture, because when you're sweating so much, it helps keep it out of your eyes. Also, just, you know, if you have hair, it's not flying around and stuff. One of the manufacturers I work with actually produced some pretty sick running hats already. So I had to get some custom Lab Culture running hats made. And these are super, super high quality. I love how they turned out. This one is in black. This is a really sick kind of camo color right here. Badge on the front. And then this one is a different camo. This logo on the front looks terrible, so don't mind that. Honestly, just wanted to test out some different types of logos, prints. This is like a stitched label. This is just straight on there. Wanted to try a color one too. There is some refinements to be made if I want to actually produce these. And also I just wanted to try out some crazy colors. This one is literally still wet from the run this morning. That's disgusting. But I actually am a huge fan of this one. I think if any of them I'm going to run, it might be this along with a black. So let me know down in the comments below, because here's the thing, right? Lab Culture is my brand, so I can essentially do whatever I want, but I'm gonna be very specific about what I ever drop, about it having to make sense within the world of Lab Culture. And so it's by no means a performance brand. I don't have any plans to ever do that. But if I could sprinkle some things in to maybe some specific drops, I might go ahead and do that. I might do an extremely limited run of running hats at some point. So let me know down in the comments below if you guys would be down for that and if you'd be interested in picking that up. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. You know, they're honestly great to just wear to the gym and stuff too, because they're super breathable, really flexible, super comfortable to have on your head. You don't get way too hot, keep sweat out of your face and everything like that, control your hair. So yeah, I'm a big running hat guy. Figured I would at least make a couple, at least for myself, if not anything else. But curious to hear your guys' thoughts on these. Maybe they'll come out, or maybe never. Let me know. Okay, if you guys watched my last vlog, Dan, aka Hims, he is definitely a very good friend of mine. He's also helped me out kind of a lot just behind the scenes over the years. So with him head off to tour, him kind of leaving his full-time job and pursuing content creation full-time, freelancing full-time, I wanted to hook him up. You guys know I had a pair of the Nigel Sylvesters on in that last video. He said he really liked them, so I hope he likes them, because I got a second pair, and this is going to be for him. So brand new, just for him, as kind of like a little gift. So we're about to meet up right now. He's gonna come over, we're gonna grab lunch. I'm not sure if we're gonna head out to lunch first or stop up here first, but yeah, we're gonna give this to him. So I wanna give you guys a little backstory before we give it to him. So yeah, excited to do this.
My car's dirty as
Mr. Hims, first week being unemployed, how's it feel?
I prefer the term fun employed, but then 6 weeks in a RV.
Grab a little lunch. This man has got an FX3, so we're gonna get all hooked up, set up, make sure he's ready to rock for tour. But
Photo boy.
Yeah.
Done no
2 vlogs
shit.
in a row. Dan's in. Wow.
Crazy.
All right, so walking back to the crib right now, and I gotta say, it's right now, it's towards the end of August. It is August 26th. It's also the first day that Starbucks has pumpkin drinks, so that means fall is upon us. And it was like 55 degrees when I got outside this morning to go for a run. So as much as I love fall, I'm not quite ready for it to be here yet. Luckily, headed to Texas in a couple days where I know it's gonna be hot as shit, but I do love fall. August is a little too early for pumpkin stuff, even if I am a little basic. My great packaging. I got you a gift.
What is it? I'm so scared right now.
It's not what came in this box.
I was wondering what you were.
I don't know why.
Up there.
My
Did you
UPS
just
driver
beat
destroyed
it beat it the frick up.
It's a UPS driver. This is a thank you gift for helping me, and also congrats on leaving your job and congrats on the tour.
Thanks.
I honestly don't know which way to open it, so I just go from the top.
Mocha. Oh no, dude, there's no way. Are you? No way, dude, you're joking. How? How did you even get these?
Don't worry about it.
Bro, what? Bro, no way.
Size 12, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna
dude,
say.
that's insane. The Nigels, that's crazy. Holy shit, dude. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Congrats, man. Big deal.
What? I'm supposed to be doing settings on this thing, and this man pulls out the Nigels.
We got him.
This is insane. Damn, dude, these are so fresh.
You guys know how much I like those shoes. He mentioned last time he liked them, so had to get him right.
Dude, I saw a guy on the street, and I was like, those are
But you gotta wear them. You gotta wear them.
Oh yeah, they're going on tour.
They should.
How you mean?
I mean, honestly, they would work well.
Shout out JHawk. So sick.
And the little bite on the inside.
Oh, dude, it's sick. Look at these things. Is this the wear that you were talking about?
Yeah, because he rides his bike without brakes. So all the skid marks on the shoe are his actual skid marks of like where there's wear and tear on the
he like
Jordans when he bikes.
He has to stop with his feet.
Yeah.
Right?
So yeah, they're called better with time because they get better with age. Welcome. Welcome to the lab. Welcome to the lab. It's probably smaller than you think in person, but we make it work. You know, it's all about the space you have. I remember when I first was just on a kitchen counter. Now I have a whole office. Soon I hope to have something bigger than that. So the fun fact about this, I actually showed this in the new vlog. As of right now, again, it's like August 26th. I don't think these released till September, but my grocery store had them on sale, and I don't think they were supposed to sell them early, but they did. So shout out to the random lady at Jewel Osco. But raspberry cream, absolutely fire. And ironically, they match extremely well. You can take the ghost out of us, but not really. It would look great in a photo shoot. That's all I'm saying.
I think this color is sick too.
This one's really cool. Obviously, this doesn't work. I just wanted to see how it printed.
Yeah.
But I think even from this to this, I like the patch. All right, so before Mr. Hims heads out, earlier in this video, I was talking about how I think all of us creators, whether you're doing YouTube stuff, short form vertical content, everyone gets in their head about, oh, I don't have anything exciting to film today, so what's the point of picking up the camera? Is that something that you have related to? And what would you say to someone who's thinking that right now?
It's crazy because actually my vlog is, for this one, our crossover vlogs, is actually kind of in that same realm. I think I get in my head quite a bit. It's like the analysis paralysis where you think too much and you almost talk yourself out of stuff, to where I started doubting whether I even wanted to do photo and video again. Like if I didn't know if I wanted to keep doing what I was doing. And I think the biggest thing was realizing that you got to where you are not by accident, but by all the hours that you've put in. So I think really just making sure that you keep your head down and keep focusing on growth, like looking how far you've kind of come.
Yeah, because I feel like there's friends I know that are like, oh, like, yeah, I would love to vlog, but like,
I'm bored.
There's just nothing to do in my city. Like, what would I show? You know, and it's like, well, who cares, you know?
Yeah, I think it's, at the end of the day, unless you're doing something very specific, like tech too, like if you're doing tech reviews, that's one thing. You always have something that's coming. So it is hard sometimes when you are either struggling to come up with ideas or you have nothing going on.
Yeah.
You almost have to like show the like monotony of day-to-day life, because that's what I think most people are going to relate to the most, is because no one's doing something 100% of the time.
Yeah.
So
I think even like that's why obviously everyone knows like Casey Neistat, right? Is he could make a video about, you know, a UPS package getting lost, and it's like the best video ever, just because it just all comes down to storytelling, whether it be something small or something like super big and important. Obviously the big and important stuff is easier, but even if you live in the middle of nowhere, you have nothing going on, you can still frame up like this problem you have to solve, and you take people along with you to like show what's going on, you know? So like, I don't know, to me it's just like, it's very easy to get in your head. Even today, I was thinking about not picking up the camera because there's not a crazy thing going on today. But now that I'm like, you know, halfway through the day or more, I'm glad I did pick up the camera because I think this will be cool at the end of it. So I don't know. Yeah. Just stop overthinking.
Yeah. Just go shoot.
Yeah. Just do it.
It's always easier said than done.
Just do it. All right. So Mr. Hims is head off to tour here in a few days. Wish him the best of luck. Again, I'll link him down below so you guys can go show him some love. And hopefully he's taking some cool photos by the time this video comes out. But yeah, brother.
Shout out to fam.
Enjoy the shoes. Good luck on tour.
Catch me there.
Peace. All right, so Hims has left, and your boy honestly needs a little bit of a something, a little snack maybe. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, actually, I should show you guys a cool package I got not too long ago. Now, I should add, this is not sponsored whatsoever, but Bear Bells are probably my favorite protein bar. Honestly, I wish it was sponsored because I love them so much, but they actually sent me out a crazy PR box with like 3 of their flavors: creamy crisp, cookies and cream, and then also chocolate dough. Honestly, all 3 are super fire. I think today though, I'm gonna go with creamy crisp. So I've been eating one of these pretty much every day. Again, not sponsored. I just actually like them a lot. 200 calories, 8 fat, 19 carbs, 20 grams of protein. And they are probably my favorite protein bar on the market. These slap every single time. And shout out to Bear Bells for hooking your boy up. You guys know where you can find my email. If you're trying to hit my line, Bear Bells, hit my line. All right, so just pulled up to Vitamin Shop to do a little weekly restock on the energy drinks, more like monthly or hopefully more than actually a month. But I like to keep that mini fridge stocked. It's getting a little low, we gotta restock it. So picked up a few of my faves. Let me show you guys what I got. So they had the brand new raspberry cream, which you already know. I got it, it's so good, I have to get that. I got a case of Strawbango, which is broken up into this other one, which they lost. Oh great, it's spilling everywhere too. Amazing, that's great. I had to get a case of the cherry limeade, still top 3 for me. And then also grabbed a couple of the Bum Energies. Shout out to Dom and the boys. Their root beer is fire. And then also the iced tea lemonade is a new flavor. Figured I'd support them and try it out. And then also some random protein bars and just odds and ends of things. You always gotta try stuff. You know me, I love to try new flavors of supplements and drinks. It's just kind of my thing. All right, so real quick, I want to answer a question I get asked pretty often and why you might see this brand Ghost pop up in my content so much. Because honestly, there is a lot of new people here and they might not know my entire journey and story. So long story short, very early on in my content creation career, I actually got signed to Ghost as, you know, an athlete or creative athlete. That quickly turned into getting a job offer and having me move from Columbus, Ohio to Chicago, Illinois. And then I worked within Ghost for, you know, about 2.5 years, almost 3 years, moved my way up to a director level. And without a question, absolutely one of the best chapters of my entire life. And then that is the dream job that I left a little over a year ago to pursue my new dream job, which is content creation full-time for a living, which I'm extremely grateful for. But, you know, even this morning, I got tagged in 2 different Ghost Energy can IG stories, which is always cool to see because that was kind of like my thing when I was there, like every day posting a story of these. But with all that being said, no, I do not have a code. I actually have no affiliation technically with the brand anymore, but I have so many friends who are still working within the company or friends that are signed as athletes. I have absolutely nothing but respect for Dan and Ryan. And it's hard to even put into words how much I appreciate what they were able to kind of give me with the years and the time that I was able to spend with them. Truly changed my life forever and is absolutely a key piece as to why I am where I am today. But transparently, if you ever see any other sort of products or supplements within my content, one, you have to understand, if you know me, I love trying supplements. It's always been a thing of mine. So whenever there's a new flavor of anything, I'm absolutely trying it. And also just honestly, I no longer have the luxury of walking home with cases of energy drinks or the supplements that I want to use or try whatever. And even like today, that's why I picked up some Bum Energy. My time within the fitness space, even before Ghost, right? I used to work at Rogue Fitness. The fitness space is very small. So I have a lot of friends and different people that I've worked with and met over the years. And I always try to support other cool brands and stuff too. But you know, supplements, energy drinks, everything is such a big piece of me in my life. Who knows what could be in the future? I definitely would love a partnership of some kind because it's such a part of my daily routine. But all I'm going to say is I'm not closing any doors, but I'm definitely open to seeing what else is out there and see what would be a good fit for me. So yeah, nothing but love to the Ghost fam. They will always be a key piece of me and my story. And I don't take that for granted at all. But yeah, just figured I'd kind of talk about that because I do get asked often. But yeah, that's kind of the Ghost story and why you see it so much within my content. But with all that being said, about to head back home, clock back into the lab, maybe get some dinner first. Then I'll check in with you guys here in a little bit. The typical dinner for me lately is 8 ounces of 96.4 lean ground beef, 1 cup of jasmine rice, and then here's the secret for the sauce. Shout out to my boy Shep for having me try this out. I saw this in his vlog. This is fire. I had actually already been using this on tacos, same brand. This is a little bit more calories, but then he put me onto the spicy ranch. But honestly, this combo right here on a little ground beef and rice, nothing too fancy, but great macros. Honestly, I've been eating this every single day for dinner for the past couple months, and it hits every time. Guys, so clocking back in for the evening shift in the lab here, all right? So this is pretty typical for me, like after I have dinner, maybe me and Miranda hang out for a bit, sometimes watch a little episode of maybe Love Island, something like that. I usually clock back in and get a few hours done in the evening time. I feel like usually kind of between like 8 to midnight, that is kind of like a time for myself to really get a lot of my work done. Also sometimes maybe hop on Call of Duty or something else with some of the boys. But this entire week, especially because we leave for Austin Thursday, I just got a lot of work I got to get ahead on. Kind of the same stuff as honestly earlier. It's just kind of like the evening part of it. So brand deal stuff, manufacturer stuff for future lab culture things. Tonight specifically, I'm working on a deck for my designer, or for one of my graphic designers, I should say, with some of the details for a future drop. So that's gonna be very exciting, but I wanna get that done. So that is priority number 1 tonight. But you know, for me, not every 2 days is the same, but this is a reminder, kind of like what I was talking about earlier, is not every single day is gonna be this crazy, over the top sexy video. This is the reality of what I do most of my time as a creator and a small business owner, is sit right here in this chair working on whatever it is on my laptop or on my computer here. So I know that's something a lot of you guys can relate to, and just use this as your reminder if you got this far into this video and hopefully you enjoyed watching. If people mess with you and your content and your journey and your storytelling, just pick up the camera and document what you got going on today. Even if it is something somewhat simple, it's totally different than someone else's life. And I know that's the content I enjoy watching from some of my favorite creators and a lot of my homies now in the online world. So pick up the camera, make something today. Even if it's not insane, you'll be happy you did, and you'll feel better you did once you get it out to the world and people mess with it. So guys, as much as I love talking to you guys, and I can yap honestly for probably too long, I gotta get back to work. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. The next video is honestly gonna be a banger as well. I'm excited to get this stuff in. I just got the tracking, it'll get delivered tomorrow. And that will be coming with me to Austin. So right now it's Tuesday. I'm gonna be picking up the camera again either tomorrow or Thursday for the next vlog. So you guys will kind of be following along right on to the next thing. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. If you did, drop it a thumbs up. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.